And welcome back to Gaming Over 50 with Project Zomboid. And we are continuing where we left off. We are going to go to sleep. Continue looting this house, mark it on the map. Looks like we got one more in that far corner on our mini-map. We got our generator. So, get my hammer ready. We didn't check here. Let's see, what do we got? A battery, door hinge, door knob. I think we have enough of these, but I'll go ahead and take a couple more. If I was going to make a big base, maybe I would carry a lot more stuff, and that's what I would normally do. But since I have that mod for that RV, I don't pot. I need that. Tray, don't need that. Don't need rolling pin. Rolling pin, if you can use that as a weapon. If you know when you first spawn in, if you don't have anything, you can use that. I haven't needed one. Same thing with a pot and pan. Use that too. Meat cleaver. That can be used as a weapon, or use that as a knife or something to cut up foods and everything. We got pasta rotten, so if you just go here, you go to pour on ground, and now you have a new pot. But if you use a pot or something as a weapon, it does damage it. However, I've never found any difference between using a brand new one versus one that has a ton of damage for you hitting things to use as food, to cook food. Doesn't seem to change. Like if it's really damaged, it doesn't mean you can cook less food, or it doesn't come out as well. Like there's something wrong with the food. Okay, we already did that. There's nothing back here. And that area is gone. Now we have zombies. There we go. So take them, drop this off, drop that off, grab that. Oh, now we're full up. Pants, tank top, done. Now let's empty what we can in here. 66, 128. We got plenty of room. Pot, meat cleaver. Like I said, I keep the foods on me so I don't forget. And a lot of times what I'll do is if I'm going to keep looting, first thing I do is once I get in a house, I drop the food off. Dried ones, we don't. Not worried about that leaving us. I mean, it won't rot or anything. Yeah, we'll see if we can't get this house in the corner, and then maybe check these two buildings over here. That's the bar, and I think there's a bail bondsman or something over there. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and read that book, a magazine, just so we know we have it, and I don't try to loot one again. Wine, welding rods. There we go. Now let's read this. Okay. We need to check this truck. If I like it, I will check about towing it home. Yeah, see, unread, basic standard, so we need that. So you should always check those. See this one? 75. That's all the room it has, unlike ours, which is more. Check here. Nope, nothing. How wire this engine? So it's done. I don't think it has any fuel. I'd have to turn the key, which means there's a chance that it could waste a battery. Gas tank, 4% remaining. 86 means that's the percentage how good it is. This is what's 4% of gas. That's what that means. That's a decent vehicle. Overall condition 70% up here. Check these trash cans. Plastic bottle. If you're really worried about water, definitely pick up any sort of oh, this door's already broke open. Pick up whatever, all the water bottle stuff you can. Beef jerky. Hatchet, a good hatchet. Sleeping bag, go ahead and take that. I never used it, but you can craft a tent, and then you can wear that too. So you scratch the fence, it does help. But you can sleep outside. You still got to worry about zombies, but if you know the area is clear, you're out in the middle of the woods, and if you really need to sleep, you could. And key for residence, but there's a basement down here, so we don't need to worry about getting in. This, yeah, need that. And with my journal, if you pick it too, we don't need to be carrying all these magazines. We don't need to keep them. We already did that one, even though it's weird. It's at... Oh, maybe I didn't read it for this one, or maybe... I don't know. But we do have welding. Almost 100% on that one. But maybe not. Light-footed one. Yeah, we already have it. Short blunt one. Which we already have. Right? Or short blade. Yeah, better take it. So I used to always write this stuff down. Dismantle that. There's another book. But then I just started grabbing them and going. I was like, well, I'll know what if I have it or not. Oh, there's a wall. That's why. And so I just grab whatever. Louisville State University. Let's look at that. See where that's at in Louisville. Yep, right there. See? In the mall. It's over there. Some walkie-talkies, maybe it's because you need space to do it, but it shouldn't be, because I've usually take them apart when I'm at my base. But sometimes it won't allow you to do it here. You might have to do it through the crafting window. Another good crate. Plastic welding kit. Set of tools, plastic parts, surgery, repair on the go. I don't know if I've ever used one before, but I always grab them. And I will go ahead and take this crate. You can take these lights, floodlights, and set them up anywhere. It creates lights in one general direction. You can turn it, and then position it wherever you want. I usually use them outside when I do grab them. So you can, or styrofoam sheet. Styrofoam used with acetone to create styrofoam paste. I've never used it, but just in case, I'll take carbon chisel and take all that. We'll go here and check this. I need that. Arch handle, take it. Small handle I can make. I don't know if I have tongs, but that's for blacksmithing. Paints, don't need. But see, it highlights all of these. So we do need shelf. Let's see if we can. Even if you're over encumbered, you can still break it down. So like we can't carry that one, we can carry it there, but then we won't be able to carry this one. So we can only carry one at a time. I guess I'll go ahead and do this. Carry the one. I'm not going to carry those lights. Won't be using them. Let's see. Can we? I'll do it again. Like I said, I've never used the rake head, but just in case. Let's see. Then, do we carry the stick with us? No, unless it moved it here. Large handle, we already had that. Oh yeah, rake head. Let's put it there. Broken long stick. It's because it's broken, it'll always stay broken, even if you repair it. However, the condition will get a little better, but it'll still stay broken. And it won't be as good as if you had a real one. So we'll carve a stake out of it just because might give us some points in something. Okay, we didn't. Oh, because yeah, we're out of inventory space. Duh. So we don't need to worry about it really. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this stuff. But we're almost to the point. Some of these you don't like. You can make radios. So that's what some of this stuff is. I want to get rid of the heaviest stuff I have. Make sure I have room for that. Remember I told you like the encumbrance of 20, you can, a seat takes 20. However, you can put something in there that says 40. But yeah, you can make radios if you really want one. I've never bothered doing it. Okay, I need to read those before I put them on in. Put these up. Here we're at 121 and 128, so we're almost done right here anyway. But there's really nothing over here in the bell bondsman, if that's what that is. I was always, it looks like it should have like guns, but it doesn't. Yeah, we don't know. It always help. I mean, it doesn't hurt to just try different things, like grabbing a whole bunch of different stuff. So something might be like 0.01, and maybe it would fit. Because things have a different weight. We need in there, and then we need the food. So let's go here. Probably open. Nothing. Shit. So we'll come back. Should turn and go the other way. So we're not grabbing a bunch of zombies. It's like, there's a truck. Could kill these guys. But instead, we'll just go on. Yeah, see? They appear then. They weren't there before. No idea where they came from. There is a mod that shows zombies like in a heat vision, so they're red. And will show all of them. So you can find out if there's any somewhere. If you really wanted to clear all of them out, you could. Let's do this. We got to go up, so we'll take that up. This will stay. This will stay. This goes. This stays. We're going to throw away. You can't really use the green lights. Can't put them in vehicles. You can, however, use them to like make like a radio or something if you wanted to. And we'll do these. Grab as much as we can. Take them upstairs. Blockers. Put this in here. Leave that. Leave that. Take that. We didn't grab that other set of shelves. This off. Generator, and we'll take it. Let's drop all of this out. See, that's why I like, if you back up in a place and just drop it on the ground, it's a lot easier. Do that. Get rid of, put the shelves there. Keep the lighter. Keep that. Keep that. We already have a knife upstairs, so we don't really need those or that up there as far as cooking goes. And this off. Tire iron. Just like having different weapons. In case I want to use different one of these to do something. You know, for whatever skill, or if I get tired or something like that. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Like, you can't put there. So you can't put it in there. However, you can go here and say take generator and overload yourself. It won't go in any other thing else besides your main inventory. So for now, we'll come right over here, right click, drop generator. Now we can't do anything with it, but if we had generator knowledge, we could go ahead and connect it now and have that done in case we died. Go here, drop off this green light. I could maybe break the light and then use it as parts to repair a different one. Never tried that. Go in here, drop off denim strips. Nothing else. What do we got here? Anything? No. Ammo and books. Let's go. Books. Magazines. But you could use these magazines as magazine armor. I think you can use those. I know you can use the other type of magazines that are here. Let's look. Okay, no, we didn't have welding. Huh. I thought that I did. And no books, so let's go to foods. We don't have any. Yeah, pack of hot dogs again, but no buns. Put that there. Rest, put it in there just because it's frozen. We'll freeze it and use it a little later. No, those go in here. Yeah. Now, if you like, we could put the overhead cupboards in here once we get some. That'll give us extra space, but you'll see why eventually why I don't bother doing that here, or doing a whole lot here at my base anymore. Oh, my ground base, I should say, because I usually get that tank. Let's see, where do we need this crate at? Let's get rid of the ammo. You're probably better off in your base leaving all your doors open, just because that keeps zombies, if they do get in, from destroying your doors. I usually just automatically close them most of the time, so that way I know it's clear. If you come in that one's broke, then you know there was a zombie there. It got inside at least one time, so now you got to figure out is if it's still there or not. But that also means you won't have a door if you need one. Like, I'd really like to have a door there to be sleeping on my bed, and I'd sleep a lot better. Let's see, let's go ahead and eat. If we have any good food to make. If not, I will, nope, we don't. Eat some ice cream. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, 82. Okay, see, now we're at negative 56. See, it will go down as time goes on. But if I start moving, it's quicker. And then if I run, it's even quicker than that. So if for some reason you need to get up, you need to get some weight up, try not to do a whole lot of running. We'll put it right here. Okay. Alright, put this back in here. Really wish it would remember where you kept things and just keep it there all the time. Okay, check one more time that we are done here. Take that out. Amplifier, battery, carpentry chisel, crowbar can stay. They're dried so they can just jump out here. Read that. That should have went upstairs, but I missed it. So we'll drop that off. Pepper. Tire iron. There goes your back. See the damage? Not very as good, near as much as this spade. Since they both are long blunt, so you don't really need to have two of them or more than that. Especially since I already have two. Those short blunt. And that's spear, of course. It's spear and then actual spears. And then pitchforks are considered spears too. So if you find one of those, that's what it uses. The attack animations are exactly the same way. And spears, see the condition is about half. That's just been, it's like if it's just been crafted, it'll have that. Sometimes you can fix, like here, but most of the time it's not going to do you a lot of good. It's going to break anyway. However, if you had a campfire or any type of fire, you can fire harden it, and that helps it out. And then as you get better at carpentry and all, you'll make better and better spears. But spears are one of the best weapons in the game. Well, the pitchfork is probably better. But those are very rare, while spears can just be crafted. But they're one of the better weapons of the game because they can one-shot kill with a stab. You craft them, and you can make them better. You can put different blades on to make them do more damage. The downside is the fact that they're not very durable. Get my hammer out. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Not so good. And when I create a new game, I'm going to do a lot more. It's going to have more zombies. Damn it. But won't have a lot of these ammo stuff that I don't need. I'll keep like one of them, like 44s, and then just dismantle that ammo. Okay, we're gonna go back up here. So there's zombies there again. Check out this house that alarm went off on. But if you really want to do mechanics, you could bring all these vehicles back and steadily do them. But because I have the mod that allows me just to auto correct, do mechanics on them, don't really need to. Because I can just fast forward time. You get it. Now I thought I opened this up, but alarm just went off and it's unlocked. Okay, I think I already did these. Yeah, I did. Dumbbell, weight bench. If you want to put one together, it used to be 2 pieces. Now it's just one. Fertilizer. This you might need to do, like, I'll grab it, but plaster powder, I'll grab the fertilizer. So if we did any crops, fertilizer helps them grow. Let's do something here. Get inside. See, usually you hear it more. Maybe because it's good quality muffler or something, you don't hear it as much. Maybe I have it turned down, I don't know. But we can do that, and I will show you something else. Otherwise, it's getting to the point where there's not a whole lot that I can show you anymore. There's bound to be some things but I probably won't. A lot of it I won't remember until doing it. And then other stuff like the actual farming and doing crops, stuff like that, you can kind of figure it out on yourself. But just back up until there's just I want a little bit of space, but not too much. So that's probably not near enough. But aim the vehicle you want to. See, because we can't walk in there. But some vehicles, they're kind of too big, and then you don't do that. This is your vehicle, man, hitting V. So I can smash a window to get inside, but we don't need to. And there's mechanics, so I can get enter. But do this, the plus, and it attaches whatever vehicle you're looking at to the vehicle, to the other vehicle. So if it went this way, I could attach it to this one if it was backwards, and then take off in this one. But now, is anything there? No. No, let's go ahead and kill this dude. I'd like to see you, so if we run into some problems with attacking, you can see that I never know, because I just do the same thing every time I fight something. That, yeah, grab that, drop that off. Now done. But now it connected to there. Now there are trailers. I'm not sure in vanilla if there really are anymore, because I've always played with mods now, and now I always play with unstable. But there are. I have a mod for trailers. Damn it! I didn't set the alarm. There we go. Now we got. But see, it pulls it. Now it slows me down though, and if I run through this grass, it'll slow down even more. Problem is towing this, when you turn, it can run off and hit trees with that and still damage it as you're going. So I'm going to go up here real quick. But I want to check it out. Kill these zombies. So if you're fighting more than one, you have just a single weapon that only hits one target. Try to push them down. At least one of them. And then go and stand on it before you jump to the next one. Okay. Yeah, Bell Bondsman. What's this? Anything? Probably just trash? Yeah. Sometimes when you're roaming around, you will find zombies eating a corpse. They're never eating another zombie. It's just a dead person. Same way some people die and some people raise. Like, or when you die. Sometimes it's because you get zombified, sometimes not. See there, seasoning salt, dryer lens garbage, that's rotten. And because I can disassemble because I have my welding. And this will get you the same thing as anything else. Get you some points as well as scrap electronics, steel chunks, steel sheet, different things. You can disassemble the chairs, all that stuff, but unless you have it set in your game, you won't get anything for it. Garbage bag. Open. Graham crackers. You can eat those. Ain't nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Flashlight. I have a mod. It's not active in this particular game here, but allows you can make improvised suppressors with flashlights once you take them apart, or before you take them apart. You can use them for that. But I was having problems with some of my mods, so I didn't add that one to this game. We'll click it. Let's look. Yeah, see nothing again. Disassemble, do that, and that disappears anyway. And a lot of times I will take a little small freezer here and throw it. So we'll eat. Crap, let's just eat one of these. All of that. There we go. Now we got positive. We just got to make sure we don't mess up and lose that. Let's go out the door. Anything? Yeah, see, this is it. Now you would think with a cabin like that, it might have guns. But it doesn't. And bathroom. So nothing here. But I'll put one of those in my room. Just so, like I said before, that if I get chased by zombies and I'm running out of energy or whatever and need food, then I can just jump in there and eat something real quick. Okay. No zombies. Let's check this. Oh, locked. There we go. Flashlight. Disassemble. Nothing else here that I need. Unlock the trunk. But did it? Yeah, looks like it. It finished the flashlight. And I think there was a key in the ignition. Ooh, gotta be careful. A lot of times I do that. Walk around them as I'm hitting. So I can see what else is around. Yep. And there we go. From that, military shorts you don't need. I'll drop it down there in case I want to. That's usually like the body. If you pick veteran, you end up wearing, you know, you got shorts. Military boots, we'll take another pair of those. I don't think I need. Don't need any more. Take that off. Which one of these is the new guy? This one. Take that. Jeans. T-shirt. Now let's check out this guy. He dog tagged, so he was a veteran. And you can disassemble these. Well, yeah, there we go. Oh no, that's the wall. Arcade games you can. Usually you could before, but I guess it changed. You'd get like carpentry or something out of that. But arcade games you can. Jukebox you can. You can't play the arcade games, but it'd be nice if and there may be a mod that would allow you to. Oh wait, let's see what's up here. Peanuts, you can add that to other foods. So you never know. There could be bottles sometimes here. Let's see what's got. See, beer, chips. Disassemble this. Get you some electronics as well as see nuts. Steel chunk. I'll grab it just because it's the only thing there. Again, if you need alcohol, it helps you sleep. Gets rid of pain. So that, but since I can't use it for vodka, I can. And I don't know about, see, it says cooking, but I've never used the umbrellas, but I'm still going to grab it. Pill, mineral wine, I already have enough, so I really don't need any more of that. But I will take stuff like vodka or whiskey. Okay, I've got enough umbrellas now. Simple syrup, food. Maybe you could add that to food. I don't know. Brandy wine, green bean. And nothing there. We'll just do it here. Glass. It picks 3 that are around you in one area. It's 3, 3, 3, 3. So just get up to where you got 3 new ones. Hit proximity. Box of sparklers. I'm not sure what that's for, but it always has materials. So I'll grab it and maybe make some sort of bomb or something with it. I don't know. Just go up here, hit that one. You'll tend to find a lot of pretzels, peanuts, more beer. But since I don't, drink a lot of it, don't need to. However, if I hadn't found any medicines, another duffel bag. Winter rabbit. Shotgun shells, sawed-off shotgun. Short bat, that's what you can make too. You can make those. Winchester Mod 84, 357 round rifle. I don't use those. I use all the ammo up to make other things, but we'll grab it anyway. Vodka, yeah. Vodka. Anything? Wine? No. Go right here. Take chips. Pork rinds. We can eat that. We might do that right now. I guess I'll take another bucket. Then fill that up. Oh, that's the end of the wall. Okay. Upstairs are apartments, little rooms to stay at. I'll check these boxes because this is all sometimes different. You can disassemble pool table. I did that at our base. Sometimes you'll get, you know, like I said, you get XP from it if you have it turned on. Otherwise, there's not. But it just gives you room. Vodka. You can destroy it with a sledgehammer, but then you lose up any materials that you have. All these rooms are the same. You can check them, but usually there's nothing. Getting. Damn, I got enough sheets. And that one will be the bathroom. Sometimes you can find a zombie. Turtleneck sweater. We have enough. We don't really need any more yet. And the bathroom. And that's it. And then there'll be bathrooms right over here on this side. Say that's in this room. But with bathrooms, there could be stuff you need. You know, medicines. Nothing there. Okay, so we will go here. And then X that, X that, X that, there, and there. Did we get the food that was in the refrigerator in this house? I don't remember. We're overweight, so let's drop off what we can. You can drop stuff in this truck. It will slow you all down. The more things you have, especially like even a trailer. If you had a trailer and you weighted it down, filled it up, it'll slow you, make you a little slower. But you could if you needed the room. Just like if you could put, or like say for instance, we filled this up and it got damaged. I could turn around and if I have gas, siphon gas out of here. And you hear it way over there. And then turn around and use it to pull that vehicle, so to get it back. And that's one of the reasons why I like to hotwire all the vehicles that I come across. So in case one of mine gets damaged, I could dismantle that one. Let's do that real quick. Then we need to wear this again. Drop that off. Go in here. Do all of this. Like I said, do all the food that isn't fresh. Get our inventory cleared up some in case I did leave food in there. Oh, ice cream is fresh. Damn it. That's heavy. I might put the ice cream in this freezer right there. I forgot. That's one reason why I never usually keep it in my main inventory, so I don't. Just want to get rid of quite a bit of stuff in case there is food here or in this one. I can't remember. think I meant to go back in here, but I went there for that instead. But let's see. Yeah, see. So we will put this in freezer, 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 and that's it. And then put that in there too. Then let's check, make sure empty kettle I don't need. D6, that's for that truck out there, but we already got it and got it hot wired, so we don't really need it. Cookie jar, it's got cookies. So I've never seen a cookie jar before. This is new. We don't need that. But if you wanted to decorate, a lot of people decorate their base, and that's one thing you can do. Is grab all these little things. Cheese grater, yeah, I already have that. If you want a base that's just that you're going to keep going back to. Waiting for this food to freeze up. Yeah, see, we need it back to be fresh. Let's speed up the time. It's not going to melt, so that part's good. We will go ahead and go upstairs and go to sleep here. That's good. And then go out there and get that food. But we're basically done here. There's very little for us to loot in this town. Now, right here. Yep, fresh frozen. And once I finish teaching you everything you need to know to be able to play the game, you can just start playing. Now I'm just going to sit here for a minute, fast forward some time. Alright. See, we're barely moving because of the weight. Turn the headlights on. That's if you want the radio. You can do the same thing from V menu. That's why one of the reasons why I pick a police car, whatever, is for a light bar and siren. That can help you because it attracts zombies. So like you find a vehicle that you don't want that's got a siren. Get in the middle of town where if you want to, get a bunch of zombies, turn the siren on and then run away. And they'll come to the vehicle. And then you got heater or AC if you need. Hit V again and you're off. There's a semi. There are semi-trailers, which hold a lot, but you got to drive a semi. This is the grocery store, so we'll eventually come back here. We need to do all of this and then go there. That was a zombie we were either hit or ran over. You don't want to run over zombies if you can help it, because especially there's a lot of them in the road. I don't know why. That just stopped us. We could have a low tire or even a flat one. Usually like if a tire pops, sometimes it'll fall off. Especially if you don't, I forget what it is. There's something about, I forget, I was watching something. Maybe if it's don't have enough air, they might fall off. Otherwise you might hear a pop. And you might have to repair the tire or get a new one. The air pump will allow you to raise up the air. Don't need the headlights anymore. See, like while we're stopping, I don't know. We were just going. There's no reason for us to be slowing down and stopping or not hitting anything. But yeah, if the street was full up of dead zombies and you're cruising along at a decent speed, it can cause you to wreck your vehicle. You can flip over even too, in which case there's no way to unflip it. Not in regular mode, at least. There is a debug mode, cheat mode, and it allows you to do things like that. And if you really want, I can teach you how to get that going. so that you can do different things, and it can help something like if you wreck your vehicle and yet you can't get another one, or you really like it and you just want it, you can unflip it as well as repair it and do things like that. There are times like I actually died in one of my vehicles that I like, my RV tank, for no reason. At least I don't remember one, but it was in a place where I can't get access to the guy. So all our gear just lost. But I decided I didn't want that to be the case of it, so I went into debug mode. Now we'll detach it, and got all the exact same gear I had before. Didn't do nothing else, just added the gear. And got it back. And it allows you also to like get rid of corpses. So in this case, I didn't do it on that one because it didn't bother my character, but I could have, to where, yeah, see, you can drive over that, where I could just delete the dead body, so you don't have to worry about if it's someplace where you can't get to for whatever reason, it's glitched, and yet it's smelling and killing you. Okay. Now we will go ahead, and we got food, so we need to go upstairs. We'll take that, butter, beer, chips. We only need really, we'll just leave 2. Take the umbrellas, those go up, duffel bag goes up, bowl goes up, pots, earrings are down, fertilizer's here, graham crackers go with us, boots go with us, this stuff stays, peanuts up, that stays, this goes with us, this goes to, full up, over here. It stays, short bag can stay or drops down, leave that. This goes in there, so it stays down. Whiskey stays down because it goes in there in our first aid room. Right, bucket, sparklers, batteries. That's it, okay. Go drop these off. Let's say I need, boots don't actually go in here because we will, since you can't upgrade them. But for now, I'm just going to drop that and that right in here. Scissors. I have other stuff that should have been dropped on the ground, but I didn't see it. And go in here. Normally I would just drop this all on the ground and then sort it later, but since I already have one, and I need to sort it anyway, but this is all ammo right now, and then weapons in the next one. Is it not? Oh yeah, it's over here. Okay, so if we wanted to, we could use shotgun. I'm not sure how much ammo I have, but we could. Excuse me. Now let's look at our foods. Freezer. I'll put that in the freezer for now. Yeah, ice cream. Okay. Now we go here. Maple syrup. Peanuts go. Those don't. This needs to go in the refrigerator. Seasoned salt back here. Not sure about that. That could be for just strictly liquor. Could be for that. I don't know. We'll just put it there for now. I don't think you use this for anything. Butter you do. Cereal, chips, all that's. Just like tortilla chips? I don't think so. I think you just eat those straight up. So we will just go here and put all that in there, and in there, oatmeal cookie, graham crackers, chips and cookies, cereal, and then here, empty bowl, empty pots, umbrellas. Okay, and here are drinks. And this goes back down there along with the steel chunks. Okay. If there was a high volume world already, I would be using my journal a lot more often. But the fact that we're not really doing much of anything, not too worried about really dying. We're not gaining a whole lot in skills because we're not doing a lot. In a real playthrough, I would be killing a lot more and building stuff a lot more, doing a lot more with all this stuff. We don't need a holster. We already have that. We could rip these apart, but we don't. We'll just drop them off. That's a holster too. Why not? You know, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just do the belt. We got plenty of those, and that's it. Truck, I'll eventually move up here and start mechanicking. I'm gonna do more with this car as far as breaking it down, and then it does have gas, maybe even full of it. I may go kill a bunch of zombies, but there's not really enough here to be worried about. But I could take it to the prison. We're gonna go back to the gas station, but I could take it to the prison if there's tons of zombies there. Run over a lot of them, kill a whole bunch. You lose out on gaining weapon skills by doing that, but it kills out a lot of zombies, so that you don't get all tired. Ah, see, doesn't look that. Turtle axe in good condition. Drop that off. We'll go back here. Let's pick up this shovel and wood mallet. Yeah, see, you can't do nothing else with it. But you can't use them for crafting to do you know, like to build anything. So it's really only good for hitting stuff. But if you find a lot of them and you had the mod that I got, then you could make material out of it and then use it to make a better and better hammer. It wouldn't work on the case of that wood mallet because you can't, with that mod the way it was. I haven't made anything since then, but my last playthrough when I used it, you couldn't use the thing back as a weapon, even though it might have been a weapon to begin with. It was messed up. I'm going to check using the bank again. It's like the courthouse. Probably not going to have a whole lot for you to get. Aluminum foil. It says material, but I've never used it for anything. But I'll grab it anyway. So we'll see the bank. If you were playing on a multi-server or multiplayer, maybe they might have a need for money there. Bottle opener, see another car ring, key to the bank. But here, you don't. It doesn't do you any bit of good. Dismantle that. It's only mostly for just coming here and see, you can't sometimes. I don't like that, but not a lot you can do about it. it goes like there's a safe, but you can't click on it or anything. Is that something? No. End of the wall. Again, here's a generator, but I've never... See? It's on. But that's it. Okay. Yeah. But I just didn't do anything. It was already running. Yeah, see? So I don't know. You can't. Let's see, can we pick it up? It says you can, but I don't have enough electrical skill to do it. But it doesn't. It's not doing anything. I mean, we already had power, so didn't help us there. Oh yeah, already did that. But yeah, that's all it is you know, in here it's just like any other office building. It's just offices. So yeah, you might be able to find glue and things like that, and you take apart the computers. But if you have a high zombie population world, you could just kill a whole bunch of zombies and probably gain, like I'd gain like 100 watches off doing it. Hey, cereal. Anything in here? Corset, if you want to wear that. On bees, but like this doesn't do you any good. But yeah, just like real life, there would be buildings that you wouldn't need to look at. You know, other than whatever you might incidentally find. Like we could find a ton of you know, maybe glue or tape if you needed it. Not good tape like duct tape, but adhesive tape, things like that. We might have first aid kit as well as whatever snacks somebody left. We need to finish up those houses, but I want to go ahead and get up in here and then make it to the gas station. But we need to check out all this food. Sunflower seeds, you can either eat those straight up or add them to foods you already have. Don't really need all that. Oh, and a duffel bag. Where were you days ago when I needed a duffel bag? Up that there's cased. In case there was something in it that I didn't need. We already have one. I'll go ahead and grab another. Don't really need them. See, let's see if we can disassemble game machine. But that's all you can do. You gain some electronics and some electronic parts. You can do the same thing here sometimes. If you click on the right part of it, a lot of times you can disassemble that. Public library, let's see. Right there. So if we go to Louisville, we can find it. Off sale, tire bomb, we don't need any of that. Walkie-talkies, yeah. Firecrackers. I imagine you use that to nothing there that we need. Diet Cola, nothing. I'm not going to pick up anymore. Roasting pan, yep. Do something that calls the I'll grab that because I don't know how many of those we have, and I don't know what we'll might run out of. I've already been here breaking in. Nothing there we need, nothing here. This is a travel office. Sometimes there'll be travel brochures, but really you don't need nothing else in there. Here's a hairstylist. You know, you get hairspray, hair gel. You might find hair dryers and irons that you can take your hairspray again, scissors. Yeah. Take apart things like that. Grab scrap, I wouldn't grab it. Same thing up here, it's the same stuff. You might find I know that zombie could come in here and see me. Now I think, yeah, see, you make materials, so you might be able to make a better pair of scissors than what you would normally have. Take scrap metal. And go here, check this, hair dryer, dismantle, get as much electrical as you can. Again, let's try this one. Yep, nothing. And we gained a level, which means we might have to go read our book to be able to get. Yeah, we won't get any more better XP. So, and if you needed, I'll only take apart the things that I can't get away. But like, you grab one of these little trays. Ooh. Put that in your base if you wanted to, make it look good. You could put it as a tool tray if you wanted to, or in a, like we have one in our doctor's office. I mean our clinic area. This is for this apartments. Let's go back here. Just because let's look. What we got? Well, see. And nobody. Okay. That stress, we don't really, we're comfortable, but that's it. It's not going to do us more. I'll do that. Yeah. Let's check these vehicles. Plastic bottle, still 2 liter, so I don't bother. The good thing about the open truck like this is you don't have to go to the back like my truck to open it up and look at the trunk. You can do it right here. That's the good side to it. That's locked. Let's see what we got. Nope. We're not going to get in here, so let's just always make sure you have a tool or weapon. Now, and then well, we can pry open. Otherwise, I would just you could hit V, go to there, smash it. Let's see. There we go. Unlock the doors, lock the trunk, CD player, dismantle. Go back here, check it out. Dismantle. I'll go ahead and wire it. If there were zombies here, I definitely wouldn't do it. I would just leave. Now let's check back here, see what we got. Just a wrench. We don't really need any more of those. Now we go in this door, or this goes right back where we were at, only just a different area. And then go into this. I don't remember what this is. It could be a doctor's office. No, it's not the doctor's office, I don't think. Is it? Might be. There's a brake office. Check there. Back here, ketchup. Could use that. Nothing in the freezer. Rubber band. There's just some water. I don't think this is the doctor's office. Calculator, Dismantle. Earbuds. Dismantle. Light-footed one. Yeah, we already read that one. Some sweets. No, I'm not worried about the empty jar. I don't know how many of these we have. It is good for having weather. No, this ain't the doctor's office. Pretzel. Run. Go in here. Let's hit this. Glue. Always need glue. Markers, menu. See what's in this handbag. Gotta be careful. And the tooltips to this game. Come on. You gotta. It says. It tells you that you lose your a weapon, whatever you're using, if it's to stab a zombie in the face or whatever. It's like an uppercut, and it is true. If you're carrying a knife or whatever, and you do this, it's a fatality basically. If you do that to the zombie, you can lose your knife in it. So you got to be careful. Yeah, nobody. That you don't do that. Now, what do we got here? Dead zombie. We'll take that. We'll drop that off. T-shirt. Crop top off. Go here. Antidepressants. Cotton balls. Need those. Cotton balls. Painkillers. Got a box of them, so that means we don't need to grab any more cotton balls on the ground. Painkillers. Rubbing alcohol. Need that. Make sterilized bandages. Pin, oven mitt. Why would you need an oven mitt in an office? Call white, rubbing alcohol. Oxygen tank, painkillers. Healing tabs. Again, you don't need to pick up a lot of bandages just because you can make them. Painkillers. Those can be used to cut clothing, but we have a ton of scissors already, so it doesn't really do you a lot of good. So here's a medical doctor zombie right over there. Next sweater, pants, because those spawn in near wherever you are, if you're near one. Take the pen light and the forceps, because you can add those to antibiotics. I already have a box of them to do in medical work, surgery and shit. Like if you need to repair suture needles, definitely need those. See, it uses suture needle to improve, but I think it uses them up as you use them. Nothing there. It's another doctor's office. Let's check this. Rice, yep, rice in the trash. Painkillers. Suture needle. Painkillers. Painkillers. Sometimes you can disassemble those things if you click on them right. See, microscope. But it doesn't do, you can't use it for anything else. It's just for decoration. Empty jar. Okay. This place is done. I don't think there's anything above. Oh yeah, there is right there. Let's go out. We'll go on up. Check it out. See, these aren't always, doors aren't always open. Ooh. Not really sure why they are now. And I'm not going to bother with any more. That pouch, what's in it? Let's see. Seeds. Usually it says seed pouch if I remember right. Food beverage. No bush. Rotten, cooked. Nothing there. Don't need the worn rake head. Won't do us a whole lot of good. Nothing there. Disassemble. Calculator. Disassemble. I actually could have just taken that with me. That's what I should have done. You can do the same thing with these radios. You can pick them up. They'd have a lot of short blade 1. Yeah, we already have that. Nothing there. Take up space. I'm just going to keep going down. Nothing there. Nothing in that. Rail. Soda. Nothing there. Nothing in there. Nimble 1. Well, we haven't read that, so either we were already past Nimble. No, we must not have it. So we will take it. Short blunt 1. We already picked up that one. Their dart. Crossroads good for helping with mood. Well, we're not too worried about it right now. Let's go on. I will close that door just in case. Frying pan, I'll take it. I think we have griddle pan. Frying pan, griddle pan, I think do the same thing. So far I haven't been able to see any difference. Empty kettle, whisk, we don't need, however. Research that. Baking pan, don't need another one of those. In there. Cutter, don't need that. Trash, don't need that. Split peas, take it. Why there's food all on the ground, I don't know. Short blow on, yeah, already did that. Need this one. And that's done. Let's go to the other side. Can't go up, but that should just be to the roof. Which there's never anything up there. That's wore down. I'm not even gonna bother. Nope, still nothing. No emergency. Haven't found a single one yet. Play knife, kitchen knife, don't need any of that. Empty bowl, take another one of those. Twine. That's enough of that. Nothing in there. Light fluid 1, already have it. Take this with us. Sprinting 1. I could already have it, and that's why I haven't read it, because I didn't need it, because I was already past that. Yeah, I have. Yeah. Check marks. Already read that. Government letter was on the ground. So even in Zomboid, you can't get away. The government trying to screw you over. Excuse me. And I'll do one more pot. After that, I may grab saucepans because I don't have a lot of them. Cheesecloth used for crafting, but then that'll be it. Nothing. That's on the ground. We don't need it. Check out this trash can. Like pea, we need that. Those don't go bad. Short blunt 2, I don't know, but we'll take it. Beef jerky in the bathroom. Yeah, that's always a good sign. Nothing there. These end tables could have some a threatening letter. Well, they're zombies now, so small scale smithing, haven't read that. Box tissues on the ground. Belt. Key to the office, which is probably down here. But we don't need that. I would like to grab another refrigerator, but this is way too far, and we're out of, we don't have a whole lot of room. Empty pot, yeah, I'm done with that. Anything here? More cheesecloth, I might need that. I've never used it yet, but you never know. Stale uncooked, we can, if we get them before they thaw out. Canned beans, yes. And nothing. Okay. Kiko, do we need to fill yet? Yeah. Let's see this empty bottle. Yep, 2. So that's the same as what we already have. Okay, I'll take that. Don't need these other stuff. Ginger ale on the ground. I don't know if we have that one. I think we may have it. Paperwork in the bathroom, because you never know when you're going to need to do some paperwork. Assemble this TV. No, unread. We need that one. Okay. Word search. We already have that. Scooter, we already have. Home book, nightstand. Okay, one more apartment to look at. See, because the zombie broke the door down. You never know if there's going to be one in here. Okay, ketchup, take it. Doesn't need to go in the refrigerator. Baking tray, we already have. Take another bowl. Let's check here. See, egg carton that says rotten, but sometimes it might not say that, and then you have to open it up and you find out they're rotten. With the trash on the ground, I have to constantly watch to make sure I don't go pass up something that I might need. Rolling pin, we don't need. Ladle, nothing. I don't need another lamp, I don't think. Jeans, yeah, okay. So, go here. Since there's no zombies around. And X, X, X. Then I will put my shovel back up, grab it. Yeah, we are way overweight. We don't need to go up. Like I said, let's make sure. I don't want to go anywhere. Yeah, outside. Don't need to do that. There's very seldom ever time anything's up there. And if there is, you'll see something that gives you the idea, like a chair. And then maybe there might be like a gun nearby or a little cooler that's got food. And somebody was sitting up there watching. Take that. Take this. Key to the church, which is right there. Yeah, okay. Let's get back to base and drop off all this food. Yeah, church. Church again, other than the apartment over here, which is for the priest and the nuns or whatever. That might have, foods and maybe some books. The rest of it's like wooden chairs and pews that you could take apart if you have it set up to be able to give you XP for all of it. You used to be able to. You would get XP for all of it. No matter what level you were, you would always get XP by disassembling things. And they changed that so that you'd only get it like in the very beginning, first couple of levels of it. Like say the first level or something. Okay, pop that off. Declock these off. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. Drop this off. Drop that off. This off. That stays with me. This stays. So that, drop that off. That off. Yeah, that goes up. This goes up. Call wipes in a present. That stays. Goes in over there. So we don't need it. That stays down here. That stays down here. Recip stays down here. Glue and gold. Oxygen tank. Pen light. Rubbing alcohol. Front metal. Seeds. Sleeping pills. Your needle. Drop all this off so I'm not carrying a whole bunch of stuff upstairs. Right? Yeah. Okay. I think so. Go straight to the foods. Okay. What do we got? Put in the milk in there because I don't know. Nothing there. This go in there. That go in there. Refresh in there. Okay. And here would be sunflower seeds, split peas, ketchup, fruit jam. Black beans, beef jerky. That should be ketchup, mustard, rice. Okay. And here, drop off that, even though it's a food. Pretzel, a drink, should go over there in the other thing, but that's okay. Duke's bar. Cereal, canned beans, and then here would be roasting pan, frying pan, empty saucepan, empty pot, 2 bowls, empty jar. Painkiller should have stayed down there. Okay. Now. Read that. Read that. Read that. Read that. This off. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Drop that off. Drop these 2 down, drop that one off, flip 1, 2 off. That goes over there, so we hold on to it for a minute. Is there anything back here? No. Let's go get rid of ammo, watch this video, because there's only one, and just get rid of that and get it done. Our hour's almost up. I wish, if I knew how to edit better, that I could do some what do they call it when you speed up time, so I can get things done or just edit out completely. Okay, fast forward. See, got all that reloading. Take that out. Turn off. Now there's a check mark. Drop it off here next to all those. Although that one says we didn't, even know I did. I remember watching that one. And drop this other put a duffel bag in here. It's not dirty or anything. And then drop off these stuff in the cotton balls and stuff. Let's get rid of that. Cotton balls, painkillers. I have mine, sleeping pills and painkillers there. And then, oh, well, more ammo that I didn't bring. All this stays here. Ring stays. Pretzel stays. Prep electronics. Yeah, all that stays in there. See, it's already 35 of my 128. So it takes a lot. And then we need to do our journal. I meant to do that after I watched that TV thing, but I missed it. Alright, so our hour is up. I will go check out the journal. Do that. Yeah, get some water. Fill the water bottle. See, we're hurt because we carried so much. Hunger's getting up there. We need to do something about that. But we'll need to cook this so we can eat it. You can go ahead and eat these, but you can also make a fruit salad with all the stuff. I just don't know if we have enough stuff to make one. Yeah, not with just that, it won't do it. So I'll just eat this. Now I'm sad. Over here, we need to go back through our books and scribe. See, on my last game, killed so many zombies all the time. I had 8,000 kills, zombie kills. Now, granted, some of that was from vehicle stuff. But I killed a whole lot with in melee, and then did a lot with firearms too later on. That it took a long time. That toughness took forever to record. Well, let's look. What do we got? We did all these. We need out here aiming 2. We don't have that yet. Yeah, because we haven't done any weapon stuff. That won't be for a while. All we have anyway is shotguns. We don't have any other weapons. Electrical, yep, we could use that one. Okay, so I'm going to end the video now, and then I will read all these books off camera. Get our XP up, or the bonus ready. And probably watch that other fishing video to get my level in fishing. And that's it. Then we'll be going to sleep here anyway. And then we'll start again on the next day. Anyway, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for watching. This is Gaming Over 50, and we'll see you on the next one.